Yo, welcome back everybody. I was gonna do a review this month, but my schedule's pretty tight and I kinda had a hard time picking an actual game to review. So for this month, I'm gonna try something a little different and look back at a game that I've already covered. And in case you couldn't tell from looking at the title of this video, I'm gonna be talking about Super Mario Maker. Ever since I first reviewed it back in October of last year, this game has went through quite the hefty amount of updates, and today, we're gonna look at them. Welcome to the Revisiting. Okay, so Super Mario Maker was initially released in September 2015. During my initial review of it, which I put out a month later, I said that it was the best Mario game to come out in decades. And for the most part, I still stand by those thoughts. I've been experimenting more with the course maker thanks to the inclusion of some new course elements, and I find myself playing more and more of the 100 Mario Challenge, which I found is surprisingly very addicting to play. Not every single level I play in this mode is great. Most of the ones I get are just automatic levels, music levels, glitch levels, the ones I dislike the most. Automatic levels especially, I mean, what's the point? You're just watching the game play itself, and when you're the one who's supposed to be playing the game, you pretty much have nothing to do until it's over. But it's thanks to this mode that I've also found some really great courses. I've also unlocked more costumes through this mode, and even though I said I didn't like the amiibo costumes and that they took the spotlight away from Mario, I still kind of don't, but some of them have their charm. Especially the costumes you get in the event courses, but more on that later. As for the updates, Super Mario Maker's received at least 4 of them since I posted my review. The first one incorporates checkpoint flags, something that tons of people were really anxious about getting. And even though I wasn't one of these people, I don't mind the inclusion of checkpoints at all. What I do mind is how they didn't have the Super Mario World checkpoint look the way it did in the original game. Come on, you couldn't write at least 8 more lines of code to do something like that? I know it's only a nitpick, but I can't help it. Super Mario World is my baby. This update also added a new feature where you can play courses made for specific events and unlock exclusive costumes for completing them. These costumes can include Mario from Super Mario Kun, Sky Pop Mario from Super Mario Land, which is awesome, and even some less interesting ones like Cat Mario and Cat Peach from Super Mario 3D World. Great, because I really need to be reminded of that game. The weirder additions include this talking poop mound with eyes, a creepy looking cat thing, and perhaps the strangest one of all, a Japanese game show host. Honestly, quirky little things like this don't even faze me that much anymore. Other updates have added even more course elements, including warp doors that can only appear when you activate a P-switch, and Koopa Clown cars that can spit fireballs. Look at that, it's even got hot rod flames! This thing is both fast and furious. Those are terrible movies, by the way, but I digress. Features like these weren't really needed in the game to begin with, but they're all fun little additions nonetheless. Only one thing about these updates really frustrates me, and it's a big thing. In the course world, you're able to access levels made by different players from around the world. But if you want to search for one specific level by name or the person who made it, you can't. You can only search for it by inputting that level's ID. This is dumb, and with every single update that the game's received, this issue was never fixed. I also wish it had a better way of categorizing the highest ranked levels. If you've ever been to the list of high-ranking levels, you'll notice that almost every single level in the top 10 or 20 is an automatic level or a music level. This might only bother me personally because, again, I don't like these kind of levels. You can categorize levels by region or difficulty, but couldn't there be some kind of filter to show levels of only one genre? I want to be able to find levels that cater to my playstyle, but because there's no filter to help me find levels that cater to my playstyle, I have to go through a long list of levels I don't care for to find them. Or get lucky in the 100 Mario Challenge. Another thing I noticed when playing the game again is that some of the character sprites in the older game styles are a bit too well detailed. The thwomps in the Mario 1 style look more like Mario 3 sprites, and most of the new 16-bit sprites in the Mario World style look more like 32-bit Game Boy Advance sprites. It's not much of an issue I'll lose sleep over, but I couldn't help but notice this. And if there's anything I hate about some of these levels, it's how a lot of them are just long stretches of land with nothing but coins or enemies or one-up mushrooms with no creative design to them whatsoever. Why is that? Here you have a tool that allows you to create the kind of levels you've always wanted to play in a Mario game, and you use it to make levels like this? There's really no fun to be had with them. Also, do you really need to put this many enemies in one level? And the internet's not working. Great. Okay, I know it sounds like I like this game less and less every time I play it, but that's not true. Sure, it seems like the bad levels are standing out more than the good ones, but Super Mario Maker is still a great game. The course maker is fun to mess around in. I love that you have 4 different graphical styles, including that of Super Mario World, my favorite video game of all time. Modes like the 100 Mario Challenge are incredibly addicting, and when I'm not forced to watch the game play itself, I'm bombarded with excessive amounts of creativity. However, this game could also benefit from some major updates, including a better means of searching for levels, or just an overall better course world in general, and maybe include some more fun course elements like more graphical styles or something. I'd love to make levels in the Super Mario Land style, and I'm sure Nintendo can figure out how to work out the Mario 2 style. But as it is now, Super Mario Maker is still just as fun now as it was when I first got it. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Do you want to see more videos like this? You probably don't, but if you do, let me know in the comments. And don't worry, next month, another game review is coming, so I'm going to try and get back on schedule as soon as I can. With that said, this is Marc, aka Super Smash 3DS, bidding you all a smashing farewell.